What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Oh, I just fucked up again. Whatever. Yeah. All right. Welcome to the Lost State Show, everybody. Hi. Welcome to the Lost State Show, everybody. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome
the hottest.
to your
I need to do
scheduled Lost State program.
I need to do a like a breaking news little sound sample. Where it's like bitty, 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 bitty. Today on the Lost State News, we're gonna be talking about aliens. Just kidding.
More aliens.
That I will never get.
We're going to talk about more aliens.
I will never get sick of my X-Files sample. I love it. Anyways, hope everyone's doing good. My name is Trey. This is what's your name again? We just met the other day. I think is it Drewathan? Draw?
My name's Drew Hill.
Drew Hill. Hank Hill, Drew Hill. You sell natural.
Drew Hill from the artist?
Drew Hill. Who's that?
You know who Drew Hill is?
Who's Drew Hill?
And
Drew Hill, like
you
what
are
artist?
Drew Hill, before Cisco?
The rapper? Thong Song?
Yeah, it's Drew Hill.
The artist. Oh, you said
Drew
artist. I thought you meant artist like a paint, like a actual artist. I don't know why I thought that.
I'm sorry, are musicians not artists?
Musicians are artists, but I'm just saying like an actual
according to you,
artist. You know what's crazy? I sold I thought it was interesting. I sold merch for Tig Notaro, that comedian, last night in Eugene, and I was like, oh, is there an opener doing comedy or something? And so I was like, oh no, they have like a painter who's doing like, they paint like a canvas for like 10 minutes, and then they like do like a speed painting thing. And I think it was a local lady in like Eugene, and she like showed up in this outfit and she was all covered in paint, and I was just like, I'm like, they're like, oh, that's the opener. I'm like, who? Oh, they're like, is there merch? Because usually they might have some other merch. Like, no, it's just like a painter. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. So I guess my brain was focused on artist, like an actual painting artist, not musician artist.
Mm-hmm.
Not that artists aren't artists and musicians are artists, because we paint with music.
Oh no, apparently you don't think that, so yeah, that's fine. On to the next thing,
On to the next thing. Anyway, today episode, we're just kind of going through some stories. We saw a couple of just interesting things, going on in the news. There's also just like a lot of shit, but then also sometimes there's just not a lot of stuff I notice, so it's hit or miss whenever I do some
research. Definitely need to highlight a very specific country artist that we keep seeing in our group chat with L.
Oh, you know what? We should. You know what? Fuck it. Let's start with that. What's his name?
I actually don't know. I can get you the real quick. Hold on.
Yo, Drew, pull that shit up. Where's it?
Let's see.
I think Al's
Bart Wayne.
Al's still working. I don't know.
Bart Wayne Bardist.
Bardist?
I swear to God, it says Bart Wayne.
Fucking shit, dude. Bart Wayne Bardist. Okay, let's go to his Instagram. Okay, we're gonna go through. I'm not following him.
Bart Wayne Bardist is crazy.
Oh, why did my screen zoom to 100?
The guy just a man from Missouri.
I'm in Missouri. I guess I'm fitting the part of the country bumpkin right now on my chorus shirt. All right.
Yeah, you're his target audience for sure.
All right, let's go. So, yeah, give a little intro. Do you know more about this guy? Or just...
So, no, well, he started showing up on my feed a little bit before Elle started sending it, and I was sending it to Jen and Courtney because this is right down their alley for shit to laugh at, honestly. And then Elle started sending it, so I was like, okay, now we're on to something here. So, it's pretty low quality, but it is high quality content. I'll tell you that much.
Look at him.
It must be embarrassing for everybody around him, but that's
it's just this is like the first.
This is definitely like one of those reminders where like when you get older and doing music and stuff, and say you're in a position like me where like nothing's really successful and you're doing it for fun and what, or like, idealized as successful, successes in the eye of the whole of the beholder, right? But like, I fear doing this. Like, I would hope someone would stop me from doing something like this for sure.
Well, I'll play the one that I feel like I saw first, which was this one. Oh, it's muted. Hold on.
No, the misery one is definitely the one that you saw first, right?
The misery one?
Yeah, play the one where he's at the gas station, right? Like, if you click out of that, go down, that one where he's in the
This one.
aisle of the convenience store,
This one.
play that one. That's like
Okay.
the song that you heard first for
Okay.
sure.
Just a boy from misery, and I've been in misery. Met a girl in Tennessee, she the only 10 I see. That girl, she's the one for me. She the only 10 I see. Everything that you want, I'll be. Everything that you want, I'll be. Just a boy.
Did it say? I don't
Like,
know.
imagine
It's amazing.
Imagine
I think it's
filming this
great.
for somebody.
I think it's
Just
wonderful.
imagine some guy, fucking Brett or whatever his fucking name is, walks up and goes, "Hey, brother,
Oh,
I
look,
need you to come into this fucking convenience store with me."
He got so many. Oh, he did a bunch for like the same. Yeah, the one single. He's just.
It's
pushed.
yeah, it's like it's a
He's like, I
bunch
could
of
get
the same,
TikTok
but
famous. I could do this shit. He's like, fucking.
like
I
here's
could
the
do
thing
this.
is like he's probably get like with the views he's getting, he might be starting to see a little bit of money, sure. And if that's all he's trying to do is like, shit, I'm bored, make a little bit of money, get the fuck out. I totally understand it. But this dude's seeming like he's trying to make a
Oh no,
career out of
he's
this.
into it.
So go
Yeah,
up,
he's-
go up, go up, go up, go up, go up.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go up. There's one with two kids dancing behind him.
Oh yeah.
Watch this. Like, imagine one of those kids is his kid, I imagine.
Look at, they're fucking laughing, dude. They're laughing.
I have no idea. None of them have rhythm. Maybe the singer guy had Marvin has a little bit of rhythm, but
Something. I said Obama. I had like an Obama, like something against Obama.
that'd be really funny.
Drama, something drama.
As
Okay.
a wait,
What?
wait, someone said brother as a little. I think someone was like really roasting him.
Who said it?
Someone posted said, "Brother, as a grown man, how do you watch this video and then click post?"
I think you meant in our chat. I was like, what?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
Let's see.
That's really funny, though.
This one's funny. I got friend zoned.
I met you last week. You said let's go eat.
Post Malone
I said
arc
it's on
right here.
me. You said it's your treat. I gave you my time. I misread the signs. Cause you just wanna be a friend. And I said, I guess that's fine.
I guess that's
I
fine.
met you.
I guess that's fine.
I guess that's
But I got
fine.
friend zoned. That's.
I guess that's fine. What about the let's see, gas station is always really good out by the car, out by the truck, His dance is like second to none,
He's got a lot of stuff.
Hey, on a board swing. Talking about life, not worried about a thing. Sun going down, brakes hitting right. Your head on my shoulder and the
Your
song
head
roll
on my
out.
shoulder.
Kids in the yard and the dog run free. That small town love just you and me.
Free.
Now it's just a dream I see in a place where we were meant to be. Just a boy from misery.
Oh my god, it's the same song.
Is that the same song? Is that a
It's
different?
a bridge to the
Yo.
same song?
Okay. I guess we'll have to look up the actual.
Maybe we need to listen to the whole song. Maybe that's our problem.
Never really gave me the chance. I gave my heart in
I love his
advance. I
moves,
do
though.
not know what your plans. I thought I could be your man. I guess you don't understand.
Still waiting for my drywall quote.
Don't understand. Calling me now. I pick up and tell you hi.
I'm assuming you just got a bunch of beats on like a fucking buy like a site where you just buy beats and shit. I don't know. I can't imagine someone
no
made this
idea.
music for him.
It
It all sounds like bot music.
Production for each song is
Turning back. Okay. Where's the other one? Yeah, this one.
Just a boy from misery.
He's doing it. Bro, is he working? Does he work? Or is he just he's grabbing drywall? Let's see, what does it say?
maybe he's
Standing there, just a boy from Misery. Is he actually from Misery? Does he live in It'd be funny if he's like in Texas and he just keeps saying he's from Misery.
I have no idea.
Also, Blessed Warrior music? What is this tag? Oh, it's just his own
I think
tag.
Blessed Warriors, like, you know, Warrior of Christ, you know.
Blessed Warriors, or see, let's follow the rabbit hole. The brand of oh my god, he has a full website. Okay, so it's his affiliate. He's got an affiliate program. What? That's Warriors. He runs a full affiliate program. Dude, this guy's deep.
Let's check out this affiliate program.
Hold on.
The Overcomer.
I'm filling this out, bro. I want to be an affiliate, dude. Fuck yeah. Yeah, okay.
Site sales.
Brand for
so you're canvassing for them?
This is more than music. This is more than art. This is a movement. Painting the purpose.
I don't think it is, but
it would be funny if he was like straight up trying to do a thing where he's like trying to help people.
Just a warrior from Missouri.
Oh, look at that photo. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. That's enough. We're washing our hands clean of this guy. Anyways, not that. So let's get into not that. Yeah, we're not there yet. Let's get into. So I saw. When did this happen? Like a week ago? 6 days? Like yeah, within the last week. I remember
would say about a week ago. Yeah,
about a week, a little. Or this is probably a couple days after what happened, but I feel like I've heard this band. Like they were coming through Portland at some point, or something about it. I've heard. There's like what's the band like? Will Putney and the band called End, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's End, and then
End it's from Baltimore. I've known
never
about
heard
them for a long time. I've never had any issues with them before this. So like, I was following the singer on Instagram, and so I don't know. I'm pretty shocked about this one, but
let's watch the video, and then we can go from there. This looks like the full clip.
Yeah, this is what started it all.
Pretty much every day, and I get to hang out with sick bands. Well, you ever sleep in your own fucking bed, boy? Oh boy, I can't wait. I'm gonna go cricket. I'm a cricket by myself. It's funny as we
guy
know. We're just gonna address it. You want to do it now, or you want to do this now or later?
Banana guy.
Banana man, come to the front.
What's going on, man?
What are you doing, my nigga?
It starts out funny, like,
oh,
we're having fun.
To be a banana
you don't
man.
get rewarded for doing that shit.
No. Not good.
He wanted the attention, and now he has it.
Now everyone here has to kill you.
Now,
like obviously they're joking, like being silly.
No,
but well, like I mean,
banana, you get the set list. That's literally
no. Before that, like now we have to kill. Like just like I can see that being taken as like obviously it's a joke, but then they
you end it right there. You just go now we have to kill you, and then it's it. Just be like, all right, you like
just kidding. All right, like maybe the people mosh, but to double down.
I'm just saying, he was asking for attention. Now you got it. Pack it
Look
in.
at this. He's immediately like, no, do that, please.
I know. I still got to set to play my fault. Fuck the IDF. Free Palestine. Fuck Israel.
Look at the guys jumping on him. Look at they're trying to harass. They're literally that's literally a call to action. Like in a case of like technically like this dude could have a. Not that he's probably gonna do it, but we'll have to see. There, I got his reaction in a message he said to the band. But like, just I don't know, man. Like you're sitting up there yelling about IDF and like social issues and this and that. The biggest thing I take from this in general is like, so you're more progressive leaning and you're more into like political stuff and like calling for like obviously good things. Like, hey, fucking, I'm down with all that messaging. But then you're going to sit there and then advocate for people to assault someone in your crowd as they're all physically starting to jump on him and start piling. And you're just going to go, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. I just think it's kind of fucking weird. Like those stances don't line up, really.
My biggest gripe, and I'm gonna kind of like, I do feel like this is a bottom line fucking argument here. And this is where my problems stem here. Cause like everyone's been posting about this and it's like beat like a dead fucking horse at this point. Like I understand that, but here's the thing: is there's a lot of fucking jokes tossed around. There's a lot of shit. A lot of people are defending End It, all this and that, blah blah blah, and it's crazy. And I'm gonna say something. It's gonna offend some people, I bet. But listen. It is crazy how absolutely fucking dumb and mindless the hardcore men are to consent that they don't see that why this is a fucking problem. This is a problem of consent specifically consent, and of course a bunch of hardcore dudes who are usually fucking outed for being abusers in the long run do not understand why consent's a fucking issue at this point. Like, it is crazy to me how this dude could have had nothing else on under his fucking thing. It's like
That's
literally
true. That's true.
replace this
That's
with a
yeah.
girl who a woman who you think is dressed too sexually in the same argument, right? You're asking for the attention because you dress that way. Oh, we could do whatever the fuck we want with you. Oh,
Exactly.
wait, why is it a problem? It's the same shit. If you don't understand that ripping at someone and doing all this shit to someone is not, and when it's non-consensual is a fucking problem, then you're literally a part of the problem. You're the reason why the hardcore scene is so fucking problematic. You're the reason why there's so many fucking problems in this world. And like, you're no better than anyone else. So it's a hard fuck off to end it for me, because like,
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck
that's
what you
pretty
think of it.
egregious.
I don't care if you think that taking yourself that seriously and not having a banana costume is that fucking cool, blah blah blah.
Dude, there's
Dude,
always
like,
a banana guy.
I don't
I've been so many places. There's a dude in a banana suit. Like even at Fest, there's a guy walking around, and I'm always like, dude, that guy's in a banana suit. Like I don't.
but
Like,
like
why would you
even
be
if it
offended
is your
by that?
fucking problem, you could ask him. You could be like, "Hey, this is bothering me in my set. I'm fucking weird about it. I know it's my fault. Could you please not wear that during our set?"
Or
You
just
could do
roast
that.
him. Just
Oh, why
roast him and
wouldn't
be
you? Because
funny.
you
Like
know
that's
that's
it.
not fucking cool to do that, right? Because you know that that's not cool to fucking walk up to someone and say some shit and be like, "Hey, you're making me." You don't know how to actually converse with people. Okay, cool. So you're gonna call them out and use your platform and watch all these fucking white dudes. All these fucking white dudes
Yeah.
that would not know a single fucking thing about real consent and shit. All these fucking unable to please any one of their partner fucking dudes ripping this dude's costume off is absolutely atrocious. And
Yeah.
y'all are a bunch of fucking rape apologists. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the entire scene that backs this shit. Because you're no fucking better. Like, the fact that like it, because it could have just ended as
Well-
like, what the fuck are you doing? This shit's cheesy, leave
Well,
it go, blah
was
blah
there-
blah. Maybe he gets pushed a little bit in the pit or whatever the fuck. But this dude, like, dude, I'm so fucking over
Is there
it. I'm
is there
over
more? I
everyone
don't
who's
think there
calling
was.
them out.
I don't think there was. Let me go through.
They completely destroy his costume. It's ripped off of him completely.
Oh look, they're
Look,
throwing it.
you just saw him throwing around. Yeah.
Yeah, they ripped his costume off. They're like, yeah, I got the
Yeah,
banana.
and guess what? This dude paid to get into the show. This
Yeah.
dude paid money to get fucking assaulted by a bunch of white dudes. Cool, hardcore kids. You've really grown so much.
So
You're no
this-
fucking different than the rest of the world.
this
you
happened
fucking
in-
pieces of pretentious shit.
So this happened in Toronto. This is in Canada, which I thought Canadians were a little nicer, but I guess
Like I'm dude, I'm
You know,
getting so sick of like, because like the real big difference is like, dude, they're not even like, is this even hardcore ethics? Is this even like like you're talking about like unity, brotherhood, all this other shit? I've been around for a long fucking time. Is this even hardcore ethics, or are you just like, dude, you're getting fucking paid to fucking shout, and I know you're getting paid to shout. I heard that new record. I know what you're trying to do. You're getting paid to fucking shout to these people. Like, what the fuck do you think? You think you could take someone's money and do that to somebody? What the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with you, dude? And you think even if you pay him back, you think that's fucking cool? Like what? Like
obviously,
everything about this is fucking dumb.
well, obviously on Reddit too. No, you know, not everyone is completely terrible, but I mean, Reddit I think gets a pretty common.
But most importantly,
thing where a lot of people.
fuck the
Well,
idea.
it's like
Yeah.
most importantly, fuck
Absolutely, fuck the idea of free Palestine, fuck Israel, and fuck the police. Yeah, but also don't fucking assault people. Like, I'm sorry. Like, how do you go assaulting people's totally sick? Also,
This is
free
hardcore.
Palestine. Fuck cops. Like,
Nothing says
excuse me,
hardcore
what?
like conformity. I don't know what the corner of the guy in the banana suit or the arrested development of a 35-year-old in the pit, eager to rip it off. There's a okay, someone, at least one person.
Also,
sees-
like, you're not allowed to be corny. Even if you don't like it, you're just not allowed to be corny. You're just not
he
allowed
offered
to, agree
to
with it.
buy a
You're not
round
allowed
for the
to-
audience and be more if someone stole it. Didn't take long. Dude paid money to see a cool ass band, does this thing, and gets called out for people to ruin his suit by the fucking band. That's some bullshit. Like, when is policing what people wear a part of hardcore? Exactly. And so with that said,
No, also,
there's
once again,
yeah.
not one person fucking bringing up consent. He clearly says, "Don't fucking do." Like you see him go, "No, don't fucking with my costume, please." He's not consenting to the idea of ripping it off. Which I've
Well,
seen
also putting
crazy
your
shit at punk
hands on
shows. I've
anyone,
seen
like
I've seen someone go, "Fuck it, rip it off," and they're fine with it. And that would have been his own choice too. I've seen that shit happen too. This was a case where like that was not wanted or warranted, and no one's fucking talking about consent because it's a bunch of clueless fucking dudes. So
yeah,
fuck all of them. Like no one
yeah.
fucking gets it. No one can understand how basic this is, and this is why there's such a disconnect between every fucking week a new person's getting outed as a fucking rapist, a sexual assault fucking mastermind, because
Mhm.
like they do not see the disconnect that's really fucking happening. Like
And also the fact that
just like
all these people cheering it, and they're like, "Oh, look at the photo of the banana." This kind of made me chuckle because I remember banana in pajamas. Not that yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, banana in pajamas!" I forgot about them. The so
it's just like
the banana guy made a statement, and
yeah, and even
was
his
it a
statement
video?
was like very well put together in my opinion. Which
Was it
didn't
on this?
need to be. He could have just
Well,
no,
he
he just
seems.
posted a thing.
Oh, I thought it was in here.
They probably talk about it on there, but I'm pretty sure it's just a text form talk
Yeah.
about it, but I could be wrong.
So he has a message for the hardcore group. Ordered the suit to be shredded at the recent show in Toronto. Practice the stage show before you deliver it. He offered to the band end it while appearing on the Beardo. We were with Five Finger Death. I saw Five Finger Death Punch making statements.
Oh,
So like,
that's
oh,
funny.
this is our scene, and this. I'm like, hardcore scene, Five Finger Death Punch. You're in the hardcore scene. Okay. Well, anyways, what Banana Man said about the altercation during the ended's performance. Perhaps the biggest surprise for Banana Man was that the thought that an attack was even coming. There was no pretext to it, and that I understood. I also didn't do hours of research on this band before. Oh, so he wasn't like a fan, like a total fan of them. He's probably there maybe for another band, but I didn't really do my research before arriving to the show because, like you said, I was there for the headliner. He shared later, adding, "I think you can see my happiness," as he calls me. And I reach for a handshake as he goes, "No, no, 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 you don't get rewarded." I was going to say, "Hey, Scott, welcome to Toronto." But that took a turn pretty quickly. Even as he called to the front of the stage by the band and told about what was and told what was about to happen, it still didn't quite set in. I don't know that I really took it until it started to get a bit more violent. The suited fan recalled, there was a point where someone pulled on my back and I started to restrict my neck pretty significantly. And at that point in my head, I'm like, this is kind of not going the way it probably should in the scene, but I'm a part of. So I started hitting. And I'm sure more people are more hurt than I am. I started hitting. Oh, he started hitting people back, calling the
Yeah, he
experience.
started defending himself.
Yeah, no, for sure, rightfully. Weird. The Banana Man states that he put in an unevenable. Wait, what? What is that?
Unevitable,
Unenviable. Sorry, my brain couldn't read that.
unenviable
Situation.
position.
I'm a
Sorry.
pretty big person. I'm 200 pounds and 6'4". This was an all ages show, so I can't swing on kids. Now I'm the bad guy, so I kind of had to take it. He shared at the same time. Had the band approached me before, I'm all for antics. I love antics. I'm all in. But approached me, asked me if they would have said, "Now you have to crowd kill him for the next song," I would have been okay. But I think a few adjectives were misused there, like killing him.
Yeah.
Like while he suffered a couple scrapes, the Banana Man says he wasn't. His physical harm was pretty minimal, though the suit did not survive. There's nothing about what this guy went through that was okay. Oh, it's from that. He said something about this isn't the first time he's been harassed, and then also like
Yeah, he
implying
had
this
like
wasn't the
a
first suit
previous
that's been destroyed.
post that I read that was like a post that he would like an original talking about it.
Let's take care of each other and out there.
But like
Life's too short. So he's still trying to be nice about. He's still like, yeah.
well, I mean,
It's
Canadians, you know what I'm saying?
well, yeah.
Bananas are not. Canadians
There was
are
the one nice
notably
Canadian.
nice.
It's just weird. Okay,
It's
so
just
then
the whole thing's really fucking atrocious, and I love how just like it's not clicking to so many people.
it's not because
Why
they
it's
think it's
wrong.
funny. They like violent. I don't mean like everyone's.
And dude, he
Yeah,
even
everyone has a
said if
propensity
they
for
came up to
violence.
him and they were like, "Yo, I bet you if they came up to him and said some shit like normal ass people would have."
Yeah. So
They probably could
basically,
have had something fun going on and enjoyed
they
it, but
could have
instead,
been like, "Yo, can we use you as a prop? Like, put you in the middle of the pit, have people do a wall of
and
death,
you know,
hit you, and like
what's
he would have
bad
been
when
like
this
all
Squala
for it."
grind is going against you because they're a bunch of fucking posers, and even they understand the fucking
Yeah.
problem here. Like,
Well, it's just, I mean, they see the consent, like physically telling. That's a call to like. If he wanted, he could fucking sue them. That's a straight
he
physical
really could,
call
yeah,
to
absolutely.
action to violently assault someone. Like if he wanted, he's not going to probably, but so then after all this shit, right? It like settled down for like a day or two or whatever, and then I think I saw, um, end it. Its Facebook disappears amid Banana Man fallout, Squella grind, and basically they were on a tour with Hatebreed and Life of Agony, and just out of nowhere, there was no announcement, nothing else. They just got taken
Yeah, they were
off.
just ripped from it.
They
Yeah,
were
well,
just
of
ripped
course.
from
Why
it
wouldn't they be?
because like
I mean, that
Jamie
just
from
makes sense.
Hatebreed, I don't think he would put up with the shit. He seems like a nice dude. Like he's all about. From what I know, I've seen stuff about like he seems like a chill dude. Like he's not fucking about this shit. So, um, they've been so they did like they're like just trying to like hide now, and it found themselves under much scrutiny this week in the wake of their infamous Banana Man incident during a live show opening. Oh, so it was a terror show. I don't even think
Yeah.
Terror would be happy with this. I don't think they're about that. The band's vocalist Akil Gotzi put a bounty on the fan. Blah blah blah. The audience were quick to act. Blah blah blah. End it. That's just telling about it. So they remained quiet on this situation publicly though yesterday, June 9th. So what's about a week ago. Saw the group mysteriously absent. By now, countless takes on the
And
Banana Man incident have littered comment sections. And so, what did a Squalor Grind say? Offered a free gift to the first 5 people dressed as Banana.
there's 5 people dressed as a
So
banana.
that's
Yeah.
nice. In Germany, if you show up in a banana
Yeah.
suit, Canadian punk rockers, the OBGMs, who hail from Toronto, meanwhile took to social media yesterday, June 9th, to voice their support for the Banana Man. Having encountered him prior, the outfit shared the below footage of him stage diving their past shows. Apparently, our Banana Man friend had a messed up experience of the show. Let's get something clear. Black, brown, white, purple, beige, blue, green, rainbow, man, woman, non-conforming, gay, straight, queer, questioning, religious, non-religious, old, young, ageless, dressed like a banana, zucchini, a tomato. Show up as you are. You are welcome here. We invite you. We lift each other up here. You are family. The rule's simple. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a bigot. Take care of each other. If you can't get down with that, fuck off. See you at the show. Yeah, it's like, that's perfect take. Squella grind. Yeah, they were hyping up the Banana Man. So it doesn't, I don't know, it's just weird. It's just weird. And
It's dumb
the
shit. It's
fact
dumb
the
shit
fact
by
that
far removed fucking
they
people
seem to
who
have
think, like,
did they double down after it happened immediately, and then, or did they just go quiet immediately?
by the time I caught on to this, which was probably the day after, um there was no post by them at all, because I even went to make sure I unfollowed both his personal page and them, and I was like, oh, his personal page, he always has like hot takes on there and shit like that, and I'm usually a fan. I
Yeah,
was
hot takes about
so I
things
thought
that
for
are
sure he would post
right.
something,
Yeah.
and both of them, there was nothing as I unfollowed
I
them.
think
So I
they
was just like,
probably,
think they know they fucked up.
yeah, they know they fucked up. And
Like,
they
it's
just,
totally
instead
cool.
of owning
It's
it
totally
and
cool to call someone out to
apologizing,
make a fucking thing about it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. On this fucking earth, it's crazy to be in a fucking hardcore band, hours away from home, not be fucking thanking every single piece of shit that bought your fucking ticket to be there, and you know what I'm saying? Like, every fiber and every being you should be kissing to even be hours away from home to play your dumbass music, mine included. I'm the same way. I'm not talking down on just you. And you should be hyped that people are in fucking banana costumes and hanging out and fucking playing, but that's my personal opinion. And then like they're like, oh, this is a fucking problem. And then all these other people being like, there isn't any fucking banana suits in hardcore. Like, dude, you literally sound like a 2-year-old. Shut the fuck up. That's the same argument as like, we won't let trans people go into the bathroom that they want to go into. Like, shut the fuck up. You guys sound like a fucking baby.
well, it's
You
like
sound like a very ill-informed baby.
Well, this guy, so he said people have been trying to dim my sparkle my entire life. I just feel so bad
Yeah.
for this dude. Like, even the fact, like, it's kind of goofy, but like,
That's
whatever,
the
dude.
original
Like,
post. That one
it
that he
sucks,
wrote.
but I'm used
That's
to it.
the
Yeah.
one I read with that. Yeah.
I've surfed hundreds of people in this suit, all genders, all ages, safely, especially a lot from first timers that felt safe to approach me for their first surf. Other texts in the post read "fuck the police" while policing what people wear. Take off, poser. The message last night: conform or get called out. Exactly opposite of what hardcore is supposed to be. Exactly. And then the fact, yeah, like this dude, he looks like a nice dude. He's just having a good time. I don't know. I wouldn't understand the hate immediately to just be like attack this guy and physically tell people to hurt him. Like, it could have gone. They could have, if they just went,
okay?
get this guy in the pit or something. Dude, they could have avoided all this, right? And then, it seems like they're hiding from it. They're doubling. They're gonna. I mean, to me, it's like they aren't doubling
I
down by
honestly think
saying
this
anything else,
is like
but they're just
I'm gonna be
hiding from
I'm gonna
it.
be honest as the way I see it, and I'm not fucking perfect, but I think the band's gonna break up and
That's
they're
so
all gonna start
crazy.
different bands
That would
because
be
that's what
so
it's
crazy.
disposable shit, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the singer gets through somehow and is like unscathed on the other side and can start another band, he'll do that. And the other people are going to do everything they can to get the fuck away from this. Cause like, fucking, especially in today's day and age, man, bands are so fucking expendable. No one gives a fuck, man. You're not a 20-year-old band that people love from way back when. Like, no one gives a fuck.
Or
All you're doing is like you get a little bit of time to fucking ride your wave and you should enjoy it, and you fucked up. Now that time is done.
does
Like, they're
the
never going to be able to recover from this as a hardcore band. Like,
is this guy? Has he been in any other bands that were bigger? Like, is this
yeah,
just
dude,
like
he's like they're an older band. He's been in bands. He's been
oh
around the
god
scene for a
soon?
long time. Like, I know that he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been around, and it's Baltimore, so it's like a big scene down there. It's just like Philly. It's just like those big cities. Like, they have a massive scene. It's just like, I
Well,
don't
on
know,
one
man.
hand, you look at like
It's dumb.
Turnstile and the like from their arc getting bigger and trying to be more inclusive and everybody and trying to embrace everyone and then you see like to me it's like, yeah, the old man fucking like hardcore
And
band
it's
that's
really
like, you gotta
it's
be
also like,
hardcore.
I don't want to like shout and fucking pout about like, because like freedom of expression is really important, but like if you're talking about some weird super uber hardcore like fucking standards and vigorous rules, then like I don't know if you've heard their recent hit. It's not a fucking hardcore song. A lot of people would look at that as like, yo, you're just like doing shit for other reasons, and that isn't really real either. So like it
Really?
comes from a weird place because like their hit is like all singing, it's sick, it kind of sounds fun, like,
Yeah.
but like it's not a hardcore song, so it's like what, it, like where is your why do you get to take a shot like this?
Well, it's
Where is your
also
stance from that is so solid when you're doing stuff? You're already going against your own shit anyway. It's just like what you deem is cool, then cool. Like, fuck off then. Like,
well,
this shit isn't cool.
it's also like in hardcore, it's like, I mean, for the most part, yeah, it's like being inclusive, people going to shows, having a good time, getting crazy, having a fun time. Like, it's not about calling people out and trying to like, or not like calling someone in the crowd and fucking like beating the shit out of them for just having a fun time and being in a banana suit. I think it's weird. Like, oh, fuck, I lost my thought. I had it. I was trying to hold on to it. Yeah, the fact, dude, I lost it. I had a thought. It's gone. Anyways, my brain is a little fried today.
I just like
Earlier.
I do see a a constant hypocrisy all the time. Hello, Christian B. What's up? I see a hypocrisy all the time within the hardcore scene. It happens on all different levels. It's not always like the same topic, but this is another one of those things where it's like you're how do you think you're allowed to alter your moral compass for a form of performance ever in life? Like, and people do it all the time in this type of situation. They're like, oh, it doesn't or it doesn't matter. It's not cool. I have this code to live up to, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's absolutely fucking dumb. And shout out again to the the punk label making the most sound is the same one who was making the most sound about it for the fucking fest that was run by the Trumper.
Oh,
So thank
really?
you to Punkerton Records again.
Oh, they were talking about this?
Yeah, the reason I found out about it is because they made a massive fucking deal about this because they're I believe also from the area from there, and they're
Oh, that makes
fucking
sense.
and they know the person, this and that, and they're like, yo, like, so more shout outs to them for always being fucking on it.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're based out of Columbus, Ohio. Even better.
Yeah.
Columbus is sick. That's close. I'm gonna come hang out one day. Anyway, they were posting about that shit too, and you know, shout
Yeah,
out to them.
it's overall just stop being a dick. Hardcore is, I don't know.
It's like
just
send all these dudes back to real school. Be like, yo, y'all need to learn about what consent is. You virtue signaling fucks. Like you really need to actually understand what consent is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because like if you really did, if all these people who are high and mighty and canceling people left and right and this and that, if you really knew what consent was, this would never be on your fucking radar as something that you're allowed to do to somebody. Plain and
Yeah.
simple. You could literally ask the man to leave. It would be shitty enough to be like, yo, this is corny, get out of here. That would be dumb. But you could do that and no one gets hurt physically.
Well, I'm just
Like,
curious.
what is wrong with
I'm
you?
just curious if they're gonna try to be quiet, if they don't like try to break up or this and that. It's like, how are you gonna come back from this? Where I guess I look at it from the aspect of booking and touring. If this is this is blown the fuck up as far as anyone that does booking at like venues and shit, where it's like if you have a band, and especially just an opener band for a big tour like Terror, and you have physical call to action to violently assault like the patrons and shit that paid to be there. I'll tell you this much from what I know from, you know, doing venue work and other stuff. It's like bands like that, you know, unless they're bringing a fuck ton of money, and some venues will go whatever. I mean, there's some venues that'll just still have problematic people, but they bring a fuck ton of people, so they want money. So it's like, you know, I've seen that happen before, and I'm like, it's kind of fucked up. But as long as they're not gonna fucking physically call to like assault people, or they just have like some members that are just shitty or something. But the fact that bands like this, like, it's gonna be hard if they keep going on to be booked, because then all these other bands that aren't down with what they did, they're not gonna want to bring them out. Like they literally just put themselves in the grave as a band at this point, because, and then especially if anyone that books, everyone talks, dude. Agents, booking agents, venue fucking booker, like they talk, they go, oh, this band's violent, they're gonna tell people to like fucking kill and beat someone.
I mean,
they're not gonna be, they're gonna not be on any,
you're in the
any
hardcore
shows.
scene, you're in the punk scene, so you are unbookable now.
Yeah,
for a long time anyway.
Yeah, you're not getting,
it would need to
any
be
spots.
Like a massive apology with some serious action, which is all so funny to talk like music business about the hardcore scene, which is another reason why it's not fucking hardcore. But you were literally talking about like some massive, like serious fucking good PR moves to be able to be bookable again, because like that's like, and if that's what they're gonna try to do, cool. But like I mean, that I call bullshit on that real quickly on that. Like,
yeah,
so
it's just bad. It's just bad, all bad. Just stop telling people to do stuff violent. Don't call for people to be hurt in a crowd. I just, honestly, the fact seeing this, I was like,
too, is like,
I feel like, why the fuck did they do this?
I also feel like personally that way worse people have gotten off easier at hardcore shows. You know what I'm saying? There's been people, like shitty people, just be like, get out of here, please. Or they get taken to the door and then they leave about their night or whatever. And you're going to tell me this dude here had a worse night than that? How is that inviting to fucking anybody? How is that cool to anybody? Like, oh, you could be a POS and you just get told to leave. But if I just show up looking a little bit different, I could get absolutely wrecked. No way, dude. Get out of here. Miss me with it, man. Miss me with the whole thing. Miss me with the whole thing. A bunch of fucking losers. A bunch of, once again, fucking posers. I need like a stamp across the screen. Like, poser. Bullshit. Anyway.
What's going on? Oh shit. Drop frames. What's going on? Sorry, my stream. Sorry guys. Stream. It was saying. Okay, I think it's coming back. I think it just had a weird dip in my internet. Also, it is like super hot and shit starts frying out with internet stuff around where I'm at.
Oh, true.
Oh
True.
no, I'm in the red. I'm getting. Oh my god, it's just crashing right now. No data. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, the stream is
Oh
completely
no.
paused.
Oh, what is happening? I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's on my end. What is happening? Oh no. Sorry, if you can still hear us, give me a sec. Oh no. How do I don't know what to. Let me stop streaming on my.
Did we get zucked by a bunch of hardcore boys?
All right, now it's back to 3,000. I was streaming. No, it shouldn't matter. I was streaming on. I think it's just my internet. Oh god. Damn it! Right in the middle of the show too. Oh no. Hold on a sec. What's going on with my internet?
Yeah, 3,000 happens pretty quickly.
Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back. All right, we're back. It seemed to have studied out. Hello, if you're still there.
We got,
anyone
like,
watching?
2 frames a second.
Open studio. What is going on? 43. Your coder. Not getting enough. Open. Okay, we're back. We're back. What is going on? Sorry. If anyone's there still watching, I think we're good. Okay, I'm back. Wow.
On my screen, yeah, it's like 2 frames a second. So, but
it takes us. Yeah, it just takes a sec. That's weird.
Yeah, we're good. I think we're back now.
I think we just hit I think around where I'm at, something got a little over-fried, getting a little heated. Okay.
Get a little heated.
We're good. We're good. We're back. We're back, baby.
Yeah.
We good?
I won't get heated anymore. I'm done talking about ending.
No, you're fine. I mean, no, it's
Just
I mean, it's just shitty. Like, I think, I always try to see from both angles of like, why would someone do that, this and that. It's just like there's no reason they should have done that. There's no reason they should have been acting like that. Like it's very
like
not
if Banana Man was a
justifiable.
belligerent drunk asshole, maybe you tell him to get the fudge out.
Yeah. If he was like being
make him
fucking
get out, and if you but it's just anyway. That
yeah.
You know what? Also, go Canes.
Go Canes.
Champions. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Canes. Okay, we're good.
Fuck Carter Hart.
I don't know what the
Glad Carter Hart is
talking about people that don't know about
is
consent
crying everywhere.
Don't know about consent issues. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Carter Hart is definitely pro ripping bananas off of people. So
I'm pro ripping bananas off of Carter. Yeah, dude, Canes, dude. That was great to watch. Next year it's Sharks against Flyers in the Stanley Cup. Okay, we're back. We're back. I don't know what the fuck happened. This heat, it is 94 degrees where I'm at, and that's when the internet and like shit starts getting wonky. People start I don't know, maybe there's a bunch of people at home. Everyone's using the internet, so my shit's like, wow.
It's just because our stream is so popular. We had such an influx of people that it shut the whole stream down.
Just shut it down.
It was.
Shut it down.
We were buzzing on like 95 viewers, so.
Hell yeah. Well, we're back. Okay, so let's just we'll keep moving. So I saw this, not like obsessed about the story. I think M.I.A. is just kind of shitty. I used to, fly like paper, get high like planes, bang, 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 M.I.A. was
I used to be a big M.I.A. fan
sick.
for a minute there. And she started saying some real wild shit like 10 years ago, I feel, and so I stopped caring. But
10 years ago? I don't remember it being 10
I feel like she was like I feel like there was shit like before this that I could be wrong. Maybe it's just because life
she was
is
saying she did some
ending all the time.
Well, she did a crazy music video where she basically showed. Do you remember that? It was like the guy that shot like his name is I forgot what he's a French dude. He shot like the Justice music videos, like the one where they're like all the kids are breaking shit on the street. and she did a video where she's showing a bunch of ginger kids crossing like a border instead of like people crossing the border and like being shot. They showed a bunch of ginger kids kind of talking about, which goes to this story about immigration and other stuff, and like it was just so weird. Is it was it M.I.A? Yeah, it was M.I.A.
It was 16 years ago. See?
Was it 16 years ago?
Yeah, I knew it had been a minute.
What's that music video that she did?
It's Born Free.
Oh my god, was it 16 years? Drew, am I that old? Are we that old?
I think so.
My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
She did this
16 years
video.
ago.
She did this video where she's showing people in American flag, basically, instead of like immigrants or people in Mexico, it's a bunch of white gingers going out and they're making them run across the field and they're blowing them up. And it was like really controversial when it came out because it was talking about, yeah, I remember this video being very shocking when it came out. Nowadays, it's real life, daily occurrence. So like, I was like, dude,
it's like one of those
hell
things
yeah.
that was she just calling the future? Because, you know,
Yeah, she was signaling that she's like, I'm gonna be pro this in the future, and I think that we should take a bunch of gingers and go and blow them up and shit. I just find it weird that she was like doing this shit, and then now she's like total like, I don't know, Tory like right winger. It's super weird. Trump supporting, like watching this mid 2020. M.I.A is a genius. Always has been a few steps a mile ahead. What? Interesting. Yeah, that was before she really came out with the stances. But so she did this video. Roman Garvis, I think that's his name. He was like a director. It's a great video, but not that. Don't go to that one.
it keeps showing all.
Well, it just keeps going to the last tab. It keeps going to the latest tab that I have.
Fucking green paint, which is crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
Anyway.
But so Kid Cudi was bringing her on tour, and apparently from some of the story, it was like ticket sales aren't great. But then she got kicked off the tour because she was saying some inflammatory things, and I'll show the video right here. I can't do illegal.
Can't do illegal. There's some of you could be in the audience.
So she was basically being like saying, "Oh, I can't do." Is there a song she has illegal for Mexico? Oh, that's okay. I thought that was.
M.I.A.
Oh my god. I don't know what happened. Oh my god.
M.I.A. has been dropped from
going on?
supporting Kid Cudi on his tour after comments
There
she
you go,
made
watch
which left
this.
some fans upset. In a video circulating online,
Well, I was
she's
trying to
heard
find
saying
the
she
video
can't
of
perform
her.
the song illegal about an undocumented
Right here we go.
migrant
They're
who some of you
explaining it,
could
that's
be
why.
in the audience before being met with boos from the crowd. M.I.A. was also heard saying, "I've been cancelled for many reasons. I never thought I'd be cancelled for being a brown Republican voter." In a follow-up post on X, she stated she was not able to vote in the US. Since then, Kid Cudi said he'd been flooded with Instagram messages. In a statement, he said it was very disappointing and claimed he had explained to M.I.A.'s management that he didn't want anything offensive before his Rebel Rages tour started. The rapper said he was led to believe that her team had understood his request. After being fired from the tour, the singer said on X that she wrote illegal before you thought immigrant rights were cool. M.I.A. has been dropped.
So she's still supportive of immigrants' rights, but she was calling people in the crowd that you might be illegal, so I can't play this song. I'm like, her arc is weird. So she got kicked off for saying some shitty stuff, and then she's suing Kid Cudi for breach of contract. Or it said that she was suing him. Singer claims it breached her contract with Live Nation, guaranteed her full creative control. So basically, like, some of the argument is like, oh, I'm allowed to say what I want, right? You have like freedom of speech and all this other shit. But then he didn't like what she did, so he's basically kicked her off the tour. And then she's suing him because he kicked her off the tour. And then some are saying that he did that because the ticket sales were low, and I'm assuming that if he's like, well, I'm gonna kick her off so we don't have to pay her any more money to save money, that makes sense, I guess.
And she's suing to say
and then she's suing because
publicity for the tour.
Yeah, so M.I.A. sued Kid Cudi for more than 2.8 million.
Gotta love the business. None of which would give a fuck if they actually cared about illegal immigrants and stuff. They wouldn't be doing any of this shit. But you know, whatever.
So it's like, was terminated to generate public. So she's, well, what? That's a definite statement of being like, oh, it happened. This is why. Like, they don't have, she doesn't have proof of that, but they'd have to do that in like Discovery or whatever. But like, what is he gonna have like texts or messages from people being like, we got to kick her off so we can get publicity? The complaint, she was contractually allowed to say whatever she wanted to do on stage. M.I.A now holds Kid Cudi accountable for the bad faith, destruction of her contractual rights, business opportunities, and reputation. Earlier this month, Kid Cudi announced that he had removed her from the tour. She told the crowd at Dallas Dos Equis Pavilion, "I've been canceled for many reasons. I never thought." Yeah, so a brown Republican voter, but she's not American. She's English. If you said I'm a brown Tory voter, that makes sense. But you don't vote in America, bro.
Maybe
unless she lives
tongue
here.
in cheek, and she's like, that's what she's. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like a lot of this could be very tongue in cheek.
I could get that, but
like it's really poor taste and super dumb. But she's super far removed from reality. I feel like a lot of stars are.
But also, why would you be like, oh, I can't perform this song because some of you might be
canceled for being a
it's
Republican voting American? That's crazy.
But she's not Republican. She's English. American. Unless she got citizenship
here.
Here.
Doesn't she? She probably has dual.
Well, she said she can't vote here, so she's not a. She's still in England. She's still in England. She's still an English citizen, or not England, like United Kingdom, whatever. According to Cudi, he announced he was removing her from the tour through criticisms. But then she was saying that he
UK
knew
and Sri
already.
Lanka,
he already. Oh, okay, yeah. He was saying like she was saying that like he already knew all the shit that I've said before and this and that, and then now he's doing it. So like, I mean, also, who the fuck gives a shit about Kid Cudi? I just like, is he still relevant? I don't know. I know
He's got bangers.
I don't know, man. I don't think I'm not a big Kid Cudi fan. I mean, the first album was cool,
First album's cool. That Sonic song's pretty good.
I just don't think he's like, he does a lot of singing. I just don't think he's a great singer. But I'm just not into his songs really. But I've been flooded with messages from fans. So yeah, so basically, riddled with falsehoods and kicking her off the tour. Intentional interference with control. I mean, she's gonna have to prove a lot of this shit, so it's not gonna be cut and dry. Especially for $2 million, they're gonna be fighting that shit, or it's gonna be tied in with Kid Cudi and Live Nation. And good luck with that. Like you're going up against a $1 billion company. They could just litigate this to the ground and keep it going forever with her.
Lost merchandise sales and VIP package sales. That's all it's about, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's just about the money. It's just about the money. Yeah.
Just give me that money.
It's all about the money.
Fly like paper, get high like planes.
It is well known that Kid Cudi and the world that she has never been shy about her communicating her heartfelt views through her music and her dialogue with fans. I mean, if that, like a couple statements like that, to where he kicks her off immediately for saying some like shit like that, when like if he did know, she knows like he can't be that ignorant unless he's that fucking unaware of what she's been like the last while and being a very avid Trump supporter. I don't know, man. Exceeding $75,000 for so that's what's, I mean, she's suing to get the money she was going to get paid for the tour. So like, I mean, valid. I mean, if she didn't really do anything, I mean, it's fucked up. She's saying fucked up shit and it's stupid, and she's like a weird right winger now. But the fact that contractually, if it was all in writing that she can say what she wants, this and that, and you kicked her off, I mean, she might have a case. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess I don't know. I just think, in my opinion, I'm like, I don't really care about Kid Cudi. Like his tour, I mean, the last time he tried to tour, it did very bad too. I don't think it did very well. A lot of people were like booing him all the time and shit. I'm just like, I don't know. Thanks, Kanye West. I'm just kidding. He's the one I think Kanye was the one that like found him and shit. Don't even get started.
Yeah, I think so. I remember that kind of happening.
What's Kanye been up to? What's he been doing?
Let's not even fucking talk about that idiot.
I know, I don't want to talk. Yeah,
Christ.
We don't want to talk about him.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah. Is there any, before we get into the last part of the show, what else? Is there anything else before we get into the not so happy, the more sad section? I mean, we can just
get into it.
get
Maybe
into
some
it. So
good things will come out of the sad.
yeah, we'll see. Dismiss. So we did notice a couple sad passings of
This
some
kind of came out
musicians.
right before we went live earlier today, so I was like, "Oh, we should bring this out and give it a little
So
shout."
this happened, 7 hours ago. They were reporting it. So the original guitar player, he was not in the current Census Fail lineup, but the guitarist Zach Roach passed away. We lost one of the most talented and kindest people I've ever known. Guitarist Zach Roach, formerly of Census Fail and other Wichita, Kansas, but they're from Kansas. Team Tremolo and Spirit of Stairs sadly passed away. The unexpected news arrived June 13th, a couple days ago, via statements from Census Fail frontman Buddy Nielsen, as well as Roach's wife, Jalia, and other friends and family members. Yesterday, Zach Roach, who played guitar for Census Fail from like 2000. Is this a quote? Oh yeah, it's a quote. I was like, what? I thought this was the article, the writer. Like 2009 until about 2016 was a part of the Renasser era. Oh, so not an original. Okay, pull.
I mean,
pull before.
2009's
No, for sure. I thought it was like the OG.
I know Census Fail was before that though.
He passed Nielsen in a video posted. Super sad, saying he loved his family, had 2 children, and just super sad to hear it. Good vibes our way. I think there's a meal train they're doing. I'll post about it if I get any other information. Roach played guitar, bass, contributed backing vocals to Census Fail from 2009 to 2016. A meal train campaign allowed for people to donate meals to specific recipients, launched to help support Shalia and the children Kane and Ramsey. That's nice. Poor guy. What did Buddy have to say?
Yesterday, Zach Roach, who played guitar for Census Fail from like 2009 until about
This was the
2000
quote you just read, just so you know.
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, I thought
It's just just the actual.
I know that some people.
I was wondering why the audio that when you read the quote, it sounds so informal, almost like it was like lackluster until I realized it was from the video.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, he's doing a video.
Him talking about it.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I know. I feel like I remember. I never was a huge. I like some of the old Census Fail, but I never was a huge Census Fail fan. But I know that some people, there's like different people in music scenes that were like either love or hate Buddy, or like I don't know. I don't know anything about too much about his history, but sometimes he would say some weird shit, or people would be not stoked with him. I think he's an eccentric guy, I think, but yeah, I unfortunately lost another musician in the field. And then getting into the other part I was going to talk about, we saw that Oliver Tree passed away yesterday. Horrific helicopter accident. I will say, the one thing I'll say about Oliver Tree, that's a crazy way to go out, and or like when it happened, like from everything I've seen him the last, year or two, he's used a lot of his money. Instead of just wasting it, he would just put all his money into like traveling. And he was very like, just like, I'm going to go fucking explore the world, and I'm going to go just like see things and shoot my music videos and he always had the most elaborate, crazy like music videos. It's the biggest. That was like, it was, he would state before that like his main thing was doing like filming and that, and he would do all the songs to like contribute to the film. So like I always thought he was an interesting dude. The first time ever.
Well, you put him on to me when you worked for him, and that video that he did for Alien Boy and the other one where it's 2 songs in one, that video is so sick.
It's so sick. It's so sick. We can watch that.
Yeah, I want to. It's so good.
Yeah, we'll pop it up. But it's crazy because like this is like how he looks here is the era, like I mean, still his look he does on and off. But when I first saw him, he was wearing the same like original getup, and he was playing with Skizzy Mars, who was like a rapper. He was opening for Skizzy Mars. It was like 2018. I was doing lights, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And this guy with a bowl cut running around. And I said hi to him at like one point. We chatted for a second. Didn't obviously hang out, but like I got to meet him for a second when he was coming in the back. But I was like, interesting. I don't know what this is. But when his set started, he came out. The band was starting to play. He came out on a scooter, fucking rolled on the stage, did a fucking tail whip and nailed it. threw it down and was like, "What's up?" Like this kid from the start of his like, even pushing from his like image as what he's doing now, like what he did at that point, starting out his whole like career, he went hard in the paint. Like this guy went hard, and he had an image, and he had a vision of what he was doing, and he just kept putting it out in every album he did. There's a couple of like the Cowboy album. I wasn't the biggest fan of some of this. Like, you know, sometimes you get hits, you get misses, and overall I still like some of it. But I was just talking to Ashley. She said that she's the one who told me, and she's like, "This is sad. He's supposed to be here in Portland in like the next 2 months. He was playing a show, and like he was doing this huge push for his like latest album.
He's in the middle of his world tour. It's crazy. Like,
yeah, he already started it. Oh, I thought he was just hitting off on it or doing whatever. But he literally was supposed to be here in 2 months.
Prior to the tour's cancellation, he was scheduled to play venues across the area. It was July, next month. Dude, that's so
no,
close.
yeah. So he was about to do this full run. He was starting to do this whole tour, and yeah, it just sucks. And the thing that I saw something about, a couple people were like, there was some fans going like, "Is he faking this?" Because like he did a lot of weird shit where he would be like, "You know what, the label." He was such an elaborate like. He was so good at fucking doing these like bits and stories and stuff. Like he was like, "The label won't let me do," and like it was all hype and shit for like his album, and he was so good at doing weird stuff.
Because do you know how I found out about this? Shout out to one of the best skaters in the world, Chris Cole, who I follow, fucking posted about it, and I was like, no fucking way this is real. Like that's exactly what I thought too, was that it was another big promo. And I don't mean that in a negative way. He was that talented at it though, that you would expect something that crazy to come from him.
I'll say this much.
Like, he was very good at creating that narrative for
sure. If that was the case and he was like, "Oh, I'm fucking," because he talked about, I swear to God, I remember seeing something once before. He talked about like, no one would take my other music, like some of the music I'm doing like serious. So he was like, I would kill this character and probably do a different like artist name or something and kind of like dissociate from this image if he was going to do something else. But and then also the fact that
he's going to come back in like 10 years as someone completely different with like long hair and
no,
just like a little indie guy.
Well, the thing is that some people, as far as like going, is this like a huge hoax? And it wasn't a huge thing, but like some fans were online and being
this
like,
could have been tinfoil hat material. But they fucking destroyed my tinfoil hat though. I gotta make it.
But the thing is like, there's a level of going, like maybe but when you look at the reports and like, yeah, no, like he passed.
I just want to be
like
hopeful.
He died.
I hate anything.
No, but well, the one thing I'll say that if he did do this elaborate thing where he died and all this shit and he was faking it, you know how fucked up that would be, especially if he came back. Like that would be so fucked up. Like to pretend like you fucking died, and people like, there's a artist, his name's Getter. He does Tara Reid. He does like his like hip hop act. But Getter was like huge DJ dubstep kind of guy, and he's the one who does the Saw Dude, that show where they're all like, you know, the bro dudes where they're like with the baby and he's yelling at the baby. That dude's funny. I met him once. I said hi to him. He was for Tara Reid back at the venue when I was working the show. He was hanging out, and I was like, "Oh, it's this guy, the Getter dude." But he posted a huge. He posted a huge thing. Gesundheit.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Getter posted this huge thing. I didn't even realize Getter. Oliver Tree's one of his first like appearances was on a Getter song where he's singing as Oliver Tree, but it was before the whole gimmick. So he's in one of Getter's songs, and he apparently Getter, they grew up in Santa Cruz. Like he's from Santa Cruz. Oliver Tree's from Santa Cruz. He grew up in Santa Cruz with Oliver. Like and then apparently Oliver Tree taught Getter how to fucking DJ, and so like they've been homies forever. And he posted this huge thing on Instagram, like he's fucking heartbroken. Like they were homies. It was very sad, but. And they used to like live together and shit when they were in LA and all this shit. But yeah, Oliver Tree, just a wacky fucking soul. And like he got so big. And it was funny because I saw his arc when I worked for him doing lights. because like he didn't have his own lighting guy, so I was just doing the lights on the house. And I was going hard on it, strobing, doing shit for him. But I was just like, this is so fun. I'm like, dude, his music's pretty sick. And I always thought he was cool because he does this like, the first kind of album, it was very like indie. He just blended so much shit. And some of it he would get flack because he sounded like 21 Pilots. And people would say that to him and he'd be like, he would joke about it and be like, oh, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Not 21 Pilots and shit. But like, he's like, they're great though, blah, blah, blah. But some of it has a little bit of a 21 Pilot vibe on some tracks. They're like kind of indie rockish, kind of rap rock. But he would have these banger hip hop like fucking bars on some of these songs where it would hit like more hip hop. And he would have these bars and he was so good at rapping. I thought his raps were sick. So like, and some people couldn't pull it off, but his whole image of like, he pulled it off because it was like he's so wacky and weird that he would do like this indie song, and then like the first full length he put out, I have on vinyl, the last track is a straight just emo song, straight up like super heavy emo fucking banger, like full electric guitar. I could play it. I want to play it at the end of the show. I'll play it, but that's like, I think it's my favorite song from him. And the one thing I will mention, I was listening driving back from Eugene. I was listening to his albums, the first one, and then not the Cowboy one, but the other one he put out right before this one. He's pushing from a couple of years ago. He's pushing before he passed away. I was listening to it and I couldn't help but, obviously the subject matter, like he used to do a lot of, he did a lot of drugs when he was younger and he got sober and he deals with sobriety stuff. And he has a story about how one of his like family members, he got meningitis and passed away, and then he like did a crazy dose of LSD and he like went through a rebirth thing where he like died and he saw his whole funeral. And then ever since then he's like, I gotta do something with my life. And he just ran with music for so long and he just devoted all this shit to that. So like I always had a lot of respect for that. And the fact that, what was he was 32. I thought he was older than me for some, but he just blended so many weird genres together and it just worked. And it just, in his image of like this wacky dude with a bull, like he was just able to be this weird character that you would just kind of go, okay, and just kind of listen to what he had and go, okay. Like some people, you know, they have an image of like, I'm a rock guy, or like this is shoegaze. Like there's just, you kind of fit in this image. And he was just he was like a little weird chameleon and did such weird shit that he got away with just kind of doing whatever blend he wanted. And
I will say that sometimes the gimmick would help him, and sometimes I feel like if you just heard the songs without knowing who was doing it, you would like it more depending on the person.
Yeah,
But
like if you
it
heard
was
some of
kind
it
of
and
what
you didn't
made it
know it,
so
yeah.
special, because
Yeah.
like it's hard to get past the gimmick sometimes, but it just kind of worked. And some of the songs are so sick, and yeah, it's super sad. I hate that this shit I hate when anyone
I was
passes away.
getting
It's fucking
sad
disgusting.
listening to it because I really did like his music. And the thing is
He's also young, and like,
he's
you know,
32.
I don't
yeah.
know, it just sucks to see it. Like,
But
yeah,
I was assuming when it happened, I was assuming he was just sitting there like in Rio de Janeiro. What happens, like there were 2 different helicopters and there was a couple other people that passed away. They like, I think they collided with each other or something. And I'm sure I told Ashley, like, you know, it was like in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil somewhere. It probably wasn't, it was probably just like a couple rinky dink helicopters that some people, like random musicians, can probably go and just rent. And it was just a freak accident. Helicopters also are fucking sketchy. Helicopters are sketchy as fuck. Kobe, like they're just wonky. You know, you start flipping around, dude. Like they're fucking sketchy. Helicopters are all like,
yeah.
I always thought it'd be cool to ride one. I'm like, dude, I don't know.
It's also
man.
like the most Oliver Tree way to go. Like,
I was
how
gonna say,
crazy
like
he was
the
as
way
a
to go
persona,
out.
like it's like that's
Well,
why it was
also,
like, it sounded so crazy that's why I thought, I was like, there's no way, like this has to be another like stunt. But
well, also he
like I
was
said,
doing
in the
what he
most
loved.
respectful way to him because of how good he was at that stuff. But yeah, it's like literally like, you know, that was like, I don't know, in
Do
a
you know that
weird
if
way. I feel
he,
like he wouldn't have wanted it any other way, in a weird fucking way,
honestly,
for
I
how
don't,
I see him in
if
a
he,
persona world, you know.
if this happened and he was able to step out and watch and go, holy shit, that happened. Like he would be like, well, that's crazy. Like with his personality, just like how he is, like he'd be bummed. I was like, oh, I'm dead. But I think he'd be like, well, holy shit, that's a crazy way to fucking go out. The way he lived and like the shit he's done. He's done so much crazy shit. Like he would spend all these time in different countries and like these Eastern European countries filming all these music videos. Like this kid did so much shit for someone who's 32 in his career, starting out. I mean, 32, like, yeah, he was 20 something, like from being 20 something years old, getting into like fully doing this fucking music and putting out the amount of music he did and doing all the crazy videos and shit. I found this video. This is kind of weird. Also, what I was trying to say earlier, I forgot. The one thing that was kind of sad is like listening through his like first album. There's a lot of mentions where he's talking lyrically, where there's parts where he's talking about dying and other stuff. Like obviously, just like, you know, issues of like dealing with stuff in life and this and that. But it kind of hit fucking different knowing that he just fucking died. Listening to stuff where he's like, in the one song, he's like, the lyrics are like, "And I'm gone forevermore." Like I'm gone in this. I'm just like, oh fuck. But I saw this section in this video where I think the cool thing right before, this is weird though, like this was like 7 weeks ago. Was that? Yeah, this is from like a month ago, a little over a month or a month ago. He was doing promo and stuff, and he was talking about this fund he did where he, when he like passes away in his will, he wants to have it to where he like has an organization where all the money goes as grants and shit to people doing music and other stuff. And he explains right here. So I was going to play this video. I think it's right before this. He's talking about something. He goes into it. And it was more, he kind of states like, not just to buy gear and other shit. It's like to book a place, to record, like stuff to actually put the music and do it, not just give people money and buy gear and shit. So here's the video, little section.
Lived in this house. I had my closet was you know those walk-in closets. It was a store. Everything was color coded, different companies' designs on the different.
It's a little
things.
bit
Everything
before it
was
happens.
So crazy setup. And when I wasn't happy and I had all this shit, I was like, something must be seriously wrong with me. If I'm not happy and I have all this shit, and then I realized really quickly, like that is someone else's idea of what success is. That is what we're told, what we're sold, you know. And through this process, I redefined my idea of what success was. And when you make the millions,
also, he's dressed like Shrek.
Of dollars, you are like, okay, cool. There's got to be more than just making more money. There's got to be more than just getting more likes, more followers, all this fucking stupid stuff that is ultimately at the end of the day, obviously, money might be different, but in the context of all this fancy stuff, all this, you know, likes and whatever, is it for you or is it to show off to other people? So much of it is wrapped up in what others think. And through the process, I shifted my idea of success. And the story is not about, oh, you made an album in 82 countries, you traveled. Who gives a fuck? Anybody can travel. That's not special. The actual thing is, the story is about shelling ourselves, shedding from our idea of what people want to sell you as the dream, as what success is, and redefining it and finding what that means for you. And for me, it was just about true freedom. Success was not about a number of followers, a number of commas in your bank account and zeros attached to it.
Yeah, it might have gone a little
actually
before,
finding out
this is good though.
I could
good
do
reminder
anything at any moment. I would be able to say no to whatever I wanted and what I didn't want.
Is that true freedom that awarded to you because of the commas in your bank
on the
account?
exact same
I would
show.
say there's no doubt about it that there is a tie there, but I'm saying that I was sold like you need to live this big house and these like all these fancy cars and this and that, and then I realized like, wait, who is this for? And obviously I love to be able to live comfortably, but I was realizing maybe this was more like to show off to people. And then I was like, wait, what is it like to have the opposite? And then I live with just this carry-on suitcase, and I have my backpack, and I have my recording studio in my backpack. I have like a fucking $150 interface that's like the crappiest thing. I have like all this crazy studio gear, like $4,000 interface. Instead, I used this freaking one that I got so I could bring it to Antarctica, and I just kept using it. And it was $150 a used interface.
So it doesn't matter what gear
lowest
you have.
crappiest thing. I have like maybe a few $100 microphone. I just went lo-fi bedroom producer, you know. But I was realizing I have my whole studio in my backpack. I have probably about 8 pairs of underwear. I have no real reason.
There was a whole.
It was just 3. And then my engineer is like $700 a day.
Oh, here we go.
This
This is
it
the
was
section.
like, okay, I can use the studio. This is the numbers on using one of these studios. It's about like $3,000 a day in total because you have to pay about $2,200 for the studio, and that's
Dude, I
like
can
the
imagine the
reduced
cost
rate
of
the label
fucking
gives me because they
studios.
own the studio, and then my engineer is like
Down
$700 a day, and then you're going overtime potentially, which means
$700
more
a
money.
day for the engineer.
So that's $3,000. For $3,000, I can get a flight to Cape Town in South Africa, stay there in a presidential suite for about 4 days, make 4 songs, and fly back. You know, or fly to the next country. But anyways, the idea was I could get way more songs than I could on that one day in a studio. So I was able to record for 2 years.
Okay,
I'm an artist who's
I guess I missed the
insane,
point.
and I almost a rough cut.
Oh, he's
Even
talking
more.
about.
I had so
Oh,
much
let me
more
just
trust for
let
human.
me try to find it real fast.
Home to where I to them.
Okay, I
That's
guess
the part
I
where-
swear to God, I
Correct.
thought-
This is insane. I'm in the hotel.
The what? Do what?
The part where he looks like Shrek.
The part where he looks like Shrek. I'm trying to think. I'm like,
Yeah.
where's the
Crazy.
he's talking about? I guess I got the wrong point. Oh, he's talking about.
Changed my life, and so
He's talking about
inevitably-
Shrek.
Consequentially, Shrek played a big factor in all of that.
Why does it go from Life
He's
Goes
such a
Onion to
fucking
Life Goes
nerd.
On?
Well, because there was already a song called Life Goes Onion.
Really?
Yeah. So that was crazy. It was like, that was way too oddly specific. And they were like, all right, you can't put that out from a legal standpoint. But Life Goes On, there's probably like thousands of.
All right. Well, where's
even
the,
take
it's
credit
probably
like
at the
this.
end of it.
And I filmed this music video, and I had worked 10 hours life or die. So
Oh, here we go.
that's the agreement, but they're not going to be a silver spoon.
Here we go.
It's up to you to grab them when they hit you and make the most
So
of
any of the wealth or the things that get made
There you
from it
go.
is
Here's
mine.
the section. I got
So
the
when I
wrong
die, I've set it up. My
point.
will is
Cool.
set up that
There you go.
when I pass, my family, no one's gonna get a penny. If I have a wife or kids or anything, not getting a fucking penny. I'll get my kids through college. That's the agreement, but they're
Well,
not
I
gonna
mean,
be a silver spoon. They're taken care of because my dad worked on some stuff in the 2000s. You know, like the idea is when I die, all the money's gonna go back to artists. So I've set up a foundation. It's called Dr. Oliver Tree's Art Grants for Baby Geniuses. And it's set up so that basically the interest generated from my music will take mostly that, but there's also room for other money because when I die, my art will continue to
Yes,
have
of course.
residuals and probably be worth more than it is now. People will
Oh
finally
my God! What a
appreciate
weird
my
conversation to have
stupid
like a
fucking
month before you
videos and
pass away.
stupid
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
songs. That's when people appreciate you when you're not there anymore.
Well,
Anyways,
like, there's one thing to say where people thought like, "Oh, is this a bit?" Because everyone's like, "You were just talking about dying, then you fucking died." Like, it's just, I feel bad for the mega fans who are like coping with like, "No, he's not dead." I'm like, no,
Yeah.
he's.
it might not. It
It's
doesn't even
definitely
make a
going to be
difference,
massive
but
copium for sure.
historically
Yeah.
speaking,
For some people,
artists' worth go up after they die. So the art will continue to make money no matter what. Even the most like diabolical people, their music still makes money after fucking.
That's not
shit.
always true.
And
Not
anyways,
everyone.
Money's not
Educate
gonna
you.
go. What?
You want to educate
No,
the youth?
fuck no. I don't believe in money going to education. I think teachers are important, and I believe in education and learning, and I feel so blessed to be able to go to school, and that's such a privileged thing. And I've seen places where people aren't allowed to go to school, and I'm not even going to begin to say that, but I don't believe in education being spent with this money. I want it to go to the actual physical making of art. So you're not allowed to buy
that's
equipment
fine.
with the money. You're not allowed to go to education and school for the money. You're allowed to physically hire people to help produce stuff. You're allowed to rent gear and equipment to make things. You're allowed to use the budget to physically produce stuff. But that's the beliefs for
I
me.
think
And I
that's
have
fine.
basically
I
a
don't think
committee
there's
that
anything
I've
wrong
set
with
up when I pass it. And
There's
I
enough
plan to do it
schools
while
and
I'm
shit.
alive. Where basically everyone will vote on who the money goes to each year and a few different people. And it will be in the spirit of the Oliver Tree Project. So collaborators I made music or film or art with when I was alive will get to make the decision of where the money goes.
That's amazing.
But yeah, hopefully it will last for like 100 years and people can also donate.
100
If you guys want
years.
to donate to Dr. Oliver Tree's Art Grants for Baby Geniuses, you can do that. But my main point is
There's no website.
none of this shit
though.
was mine. I
couldn't
didn't make
find
any of it. It
anything.
all just was in the ether, and I was
Well, it's
just a guy
probably
who worked
they're
at
not
Still in the-
expecting to
yeah.
fucking
4 a.m.
get
and
this shit
happened to
going. You know
channel
what
the
I'm saying?
ideas that day, and then so I can't take
Yeah,
credit.
so he did this. He's doing this like, or he was setting up this fund for like artists and stuff. I thought it was super cool, but I looked up more about it, and there's no like front-facing website. There's nothing. I think it was like he's figuring this out, and he passed away. So whoever is, and if he set it up to where in his will none of his family or other people get money or this, like I don't know who's going to be executor of his will or who's going to be in charge to be like, let's put this through. I feel like you'll see stuff obviously in the next like while. They might branch out and actually someone who was in control of whatever. I guess it would default to his parents if it's anything, unless how he wrote his will. I don't know, but unless he didn't actually write it fully, I'm assuming. I think if it gets wrapped up where
if it was like solidified at this point, then something will come out.
Something will come
with
out.
The
if
fan
not,
base,
then yeah.
With the fan base and how everyone is, and I think they're still going to try to do
something
with it anyway,
something will become of it.
That's what he would want, you know.
His friends, family, getter, someone who's attached or however he wrote it. They'll probably push through with some sort of foundation actually doing this. I think that's great. There's enough education things and routes for people to learn about how to do stuff. There's also so much shit online for like how to, like, you know, even him to an extent, some stuff, like, I don't know how much education he got where he was doing music shows. Like, you can learn how to do a lot of shit, but you don't need school for only to like figure out how to make music or do other stuff. There's enough resources. There's enough schools, recording schools, music schools. There's enough to do that. So I think it's fine to be like, no, it's his vision too. He's like, here's money to actually fucking pen to paper. Here's the stuff you can rent gear. You can do this. You can do a studio.
I do think that's fine. Buying people gear is a great thing too, but that's such a hard gray area. So I do understand why you have to cut that. But like, you know, that also gets people into writing and creating. But I like that it goes to the production and finalizing of a product rather than the start of one.
That's the hardest part about trying to make music and put it out.
Yeah, that seems to be what's the hardest part to do for musicians, is to finalize and get your music out there rather than to start. Because you usually get a lot of support at the start. Someone's going to buy you that instrument, or they're going to help you get that instrument, or whatever. Like there's always going to be someone rooting for you there. But at the end, or the hard parts, like any sort of product, like no one knows how much money goes in. His numbers were nice because like that is a good idea of how much it costs to get into like a high-end studio. But like a low-end studio, like no one knows, it still costs a lot of fucking money to go to a studio and do it. Like, and because the other thing people don't understand too is like these musicians like Oliver Tree and stuff, they work in the studio setting. So their creation is happening there. So when they're talking about $3,000 a day, they're talking about like days that you're just writing a hook, or days you're just writing this one part, and you end up scrapping all of it. That's why he was trying to cut that, because like that is a massive thing for bands like that I would be in or something. We're writing at a practice space and then we're going somewhere, and that costs a lot of money just to go and record the product that's already finalized, let alone how much more it's going to cost to go in with just ideas or demos. And you're trying to work through that. So that's always a conversation that's crazy that people really do not understand where money goes in music business, or in the not more punk side of music where money goes in different ways, such as like, you know, booking your own spaces and shit like that. But it's crazy to think about like, like the artist is always the one out the most money in the end, no matter what side you're on. Well, the artist is always the one paying the most.
Well, I tell people that, you know, we had this conversation with that one band that did that whole like study of their tour, and they showed that like merch is the only thing. That's why like on his website you can find, he has a ton of merch, the vinyl, like different products. The only way to like actually make money anymore musically, unless you get huge contracts and all this shit, or like, you know, it's like the streaming and the numbers and that shit, you don't make that much money from that anymore. But it's merchandise is like the only thing that will float you to an extent at this point, with like normal artists or touring and music doing all this shit, you know. And then the labels, you know, if you're on a big label, they're getting all the fucking money for the most part, depending on how your contract's written, if you got taken advantage of. But yeah, no, it's just sad. He was a cool dude, and I really liked his shit, and his first impression turned me into a fan, and I fucking started following him, listening to him. This is the song. I'll play this, and then we can end it there if you want. Rest in peace, Oliver Tree. You will be missed. And I will say, for a musician like him, and someone for what he did and how much content he left, especially all these, he just, in the last month or two, I went on his YouTube, he has, if you look right here, go to his fucking YouTube, he just dumped like a bunch of fucking, he's got his whole new album that's just came out. he put all these videos out. He did so many videos just within the last 8 months. He's been dumping in the last year. He's been hyping this. Came out with all this shit. This video was so crazy. He's on a big scooter. Yeah, no, he did so much. I don't know what this is. The whole world, fuck the whole world, Korn live performance, but they're just dressed like Korn. You know, the one thing that's crazy, I was doing the emo night tour, doing lights for that, and then one of the dudes, remember I was telling you the guy he toured with Oliver playing guitar or bass or something, and he was
That's
like,
right, you said that.
He was like, dude, he was a cool dude, and I think he might have been touring with him this next run. I think maybe, I don't know, I forgot what his name was, but I'm pretty sure he's not. I think he was tight with Oliver, so I'm sure this is very upsetting for him. But yeah, it was crazy because I was grown. I'm like, what, Oliver? And I said, oh, I worked for him. He thought I like worked with him, like touring. I was like, no, I just did lights for him that one time here. When he was like, oh shit, okay. But yeah, this song, like I said, I think the legacy that he left for all his shit, he left so much shit, enough of an artist that people will remember him for a long time. And then there's kids, I picture kids in the future looking back and finding this kind of shit and being like, what the fuck is this? Like, when it's so detached from like current day, it's going to be weird, like, to see how kids would react in the future looking back and be like, what the fuck is this guy about? Because it's, you know, some of the memes are coded for like our age.
It's amazing. That band Hers that passed away in a
car
accident.
That was such a
it's sad to see all
fucking
that
story.
Shit. So like,
they were great.
Yeah, they were great. I fucking love that band. And
yeah,
like, I hate when I'm fucking old now, man. I hate when people pass away. I hate that shit. It affects me. It doesn't really matter who, as long as they were a good person. I'm usually really fucking sad about it. If they're a bad person, I'm bitter. I'm usually fucking dancing on that day, whatever.
It depends. But like, I don't, shit doesn't hit me until it hits me. Because I just like, my brain wants to intellectualize when something happens and go, okay, and like understand and just kind of go, okay, this happened. And then as I'm driving back listening, I'm just like, dude, poor Oliver. Like, fuck, dude, that sucks. Like, he was so cool. It's just, and I would have, honestly, I didn't even know he was coming here soon. I would have been stoked to fucking see him, like, and fucking go see him again. Because he came through once and I was like, I was busy, but I was just like, dude, fuck. It just hits you like, oh, he's fucking gone. Like, but this song is called I'm Gone. It's the last track on his first album, and it's a banger. And I'm going to play this and then probably end the stream. But shout out Oliver Tree. Rest in peace, Scooter Lord. Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. Look, they're all putting him out.
Oliver people.
Anyways, so yeah, sad news.
Rest
you know,
peace,
a lot of drama,
both
drama
you
going
and
on.
Zach Roach, and you know,
rest in peace, all the musicians.
Sad. Rest in peace, everybody.
Yeah,
fucking treat people with respect. Be good to everyone else.
Yeah, and don't
leave the world better than you showed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And end it. You suck. Being shitheads. Yeah, just, you know, treat people with respect. Remember people, you know, that were like Oliver and other musicians. Remember them, you know. People, you know, life is, what I will say, life is short. And even me, like, just being like, I gotta do, you know, there's times where I'm just like, I get in my head, or like, you know, I think there's a point of like, Oliver, I think when someone dies, especially someone young, there are times, I've had this happen multiple times in my life, people I knew that were like younger, and some friends of mine passed away. Like, it makes you reflect on yourself and your life, and being, even like, I'm listening to Oliver Tree driving down the road, and I'm just like, even like the songs I'm working, I'm just like, I need to finish my music. He really kind of pushed me, and in thinking about him, I was just like, I should like, he did so much, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, just, I'm not finishing this music I had because I get distracted, or like, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, I should be focusing on shit and doing more, because like, not that like, oh, like, I'm not doing enough, like, you know, just like, there's a part of just how he was that is very admirable, and I'm like, He did so
think
much shit. I'm like, I could do that too. Like, it's a motivator.
Yeah, I think what's important is that you need to spend your time making life as fruitful as possible for yourself and only yourself. Like the rest of it around you grows when you're happy and you're fulfilled. So I think, it seems like maybe he's someone who kind of figured that out, whatever that was for him, and he changed it. It's really sad to see him go. So it's really sad to see anyone go though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But besides that, thanks for being here. It's the Lost State Show. Make sure to sub and subscribe if you like for
Thanks
more
for all the
videos.
kind words from the friends that have been sending nice things to us and
all the kind words.
Hanging
Thanks from all the homies. Shout out V.
All the
Love you, V.
interactions and stuff. It's really cool that we're getting like some steady subscribers and some of our views get crazy. I don't know why, but thank you so much. It means a lot to us. So thank you. We're very grateful.
Thank you for being here. Yeah. I'm Trey. This is the Lost State Show.
Dancing before the thing happened. I knew it.
Yeah. This is the Lost State Show. My name is Trey. This is Drew. Say bye, Drew.
Bye, Drew.
Shout out. You have a great night. See you next time, all right? Bye-bye.
See you next time.